I'm Sonny Weaver and welcome to MBL Tonight. Our segment tonight is going to be about quarterback play. You live with the quarterback and you die with the quarterback. Quarterbacks are the linchpin of MBL. So tonight we're going to look at a curious case of the San Diego Chargers. Super Bowl runner-ups and AFC champions last year, the Chargers were in position to do big things. This year, behind quarterback Anthony Spriggs, they're seeing a downturn, sitting at 3-6 and just looking to make the playoffs. So what happened between last year and this year? I think to understand that, you're going to have to dig into the stats through the first 9 games for Anthony Spriggs. Over the first 9 games from 2018 in comparison, the Chargers were 8-1. Spriggs threw 17 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions, completing 72% of his passes. Over those 8 games, he had 100 or better quarterback rating in those. Compared to this year where the Chargers are 3-6, what we see is Spriggs throwing 13 touchdowns to 17 interceptions. Completion percentage at 65% with only 3 games over 100 quarterback rating. Obviously, the difference between that last year and this year is the inefficiency of quarterback Anthony Spriggs. If Anthony Spriggs can't get his act together quickly, the Chargers are going to be looking at a season that's going to end in failure. Tough schedule coming up at Kansas City, at Oakland, at Houston. 3 teams that all are in the hunt for a playoff spot. Vikings and Colts come to town. Then he has to follow that up with a trip at Detroit and finish with Kansas City at home. So with 3 tough division games, Spriggs is going to have to find a way if these Chargers want to get back into the playoffs and have a shot. It's no surprise that quarterbacks on the losing end of the spectrum, like Spriggs, are one aspect to winning in NBL. But when you look at the winning teams of NBL, that comes down to quarterback play as well. So when you look at the MVP race, the top 5 players currently in the lead for that are in fact quarterbacks. So let's take a look at the MVP race to see what's going on around the league. Leading the MVP race right now is currently Cam Newton. Cam Newton's leading the race with a ridiculous 130.1 quarterback rating. He's trailed only by 4-time MVP Matthew Stafford, who by his standards, he's having a bit of a down season, but for most in NBL, it'd be considered their best season of their career. Next up is Russell Wilson of the 8-1 Seahawks. Seahawks are getting good play out of Wilson with only 3 times this year he's posted a sub-100 quarterback rating. Next up, Andy Dalton. Kind of a weird situation in Cincinnati. After being benched last season for Ryan Nassib, Dalton's bounced back into the MVP hunt, posting 3 games with a 90% completion percentage or better. The last person in the hunt for MVP is Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles is an interesting subject. Bortles, benched in Jacksonville, starting in Kansas City, has posted a 68% completion percentage, the best of his career. So Bortles has finally found some sort of continuity in his offense in Kansas City. What do all 5 of those teams have in common? All 5 of those teams are in the playoff hunt. So as we're talking about tonight on MBL Tonight, you can easily see that quarterback play is the linchpin of winning in NBL. Whether you're on the losing end, like Spriggs, or on the winning end, like Newton, we know the quarterbacks are going to be the future of the game. So as teams look to the draft at the end of the season, it'll be interesting to see if the quarterbacks are valued as much as the stats say they should be. Make sure you tune in next week for more MBL Tonight. You can follow us on our YouTube channel, MBL Network, or follow us at Bomber League for more information. I'm Sonny Weaver, and this has been MBL Tonight.